Welcoming everyone.
Hello.
Also, good evening to you.
Today, thank you so much. Thank you for the popular. Thank you. Today we're just gonna have like normal chit chats as we used to, and as you guys know, every other day and every other time in our lives, regardless the activities of the day, what we do, even at work, be it country matters, economic situation, whatever, one way or the other, relationships gets to be affected or be involved in our daily lives. So today on today's topic, we'll be talking more about cancelled engagements. When I say cancelled engagement, I'm talking about relationship in respect to relationship. That's maybe called off weddings or engagement between two lovers. So I chose this topic today because of some recent viral videos and publication that went online couple of weeks back. Okay, so on one of the viral posts that I saw, a guy actually called off his supposed or proposed marriage ceremony few months to the wedding date because his bride to be refused to enlist his sister amongst her bridesmaids. So this called for a public reaction, yeah. And so many people were of different opinions. Okay, I'm already getting comments. Shato says so petty. Yeah, some people think that that was him being petty, while some other believe that he has taken the right action and what he has done was the right thing to do. Others believe that the lady wasn't disappointed but has actually missed a time bomb waiting to be exploded. It's not demure at all. To you, it's not demure. I don't want to pick side. I don't want to take anyone's sides yet because I want to hear from you guys, my fellow panelists, what you think about it. Sorry, my phone almost dropped. Please don't drop. No money to change phone now. So a lot of people, some men were on the guy's side, so also as well some women. They felt like the lady, it was something very, very, it's not something too serious that they had too serious, both of them, that the lady could have actually obliged the guy's request by accepting to enlist or accepting the bride the groom's sister to be amongst her bridesmaids. So it was a very long debate here on social media because everyone had different opinion. Some people felt like it was the right thing to do, just like I've mentioned earlier on, while others felt like, no, that's so wrong. Giving so many people gave their reasons why they were on each other's supporting side. Those who were for the ladies. See, I thought I saw a photo that looks like them. Senior and his partner. I've forgotten her name, but we call her Mrs. Blank, right? Yeah. So it's belong I saw them. They're welcoming. So many people gave their reasons why they feel like what the guy has done is right. And others felt like this is a time bomb that the lady has actually missed. And it's a good thing that she actually held on to her grants by not accepting to. Yeah, a long time there. Welcoming. I see a lot of your videos. Congratulations also once again. So it made me wonder, like, could it be that this was really just something very easy, very simple? Thank you for the heart me there. It's something very simple that both of them could have come around to like talk over, and maybe one person, especially the lady. So I want to hear our honest views about this. Shato already feels it's petty, so petty of her. So I want to know what others think. Like, aside that, why we're just even trying to talk about that, another one came up. uh, in this one that came up, the guy also cancelled the wedding, though they did not give us the specific wedding date, unlike the previous one that was just like a few months away. This there was no day. I think it was an introduction stage. Himself and this lady, they're already dating, and he's already seeing them going to the next phase of the relationship. That's the marriage phase. So he decided to go introduce her to his family members by taking the lady to his family home, spend a couple of days with the family. So his grievance, his annoyance with the bride to be, the girlfriend, let me say, because as at this time they weren't engaged to be married yet. So his annoyance is that the lady, while she was at the parents' home, while she was spending a couple of days with the parents just to get to know the family more, she refused to wash the mom's clothes. And on the lady's defense is that the guy's siblings are there in the house. So why should she be the one? Serious God, I beg you. So why should she be the one to pick up washing their mother's clothes? Why the siblings are there? The siblings who are even much younger than her. Okay, he said na small clothes. Then again, thank you so much, Mrs. Blanket. Then again, a third one came in. This third one made me laugh. It made me laugh so much because it was really, really funny. And this third one was most related to like African setting. Um, in African setting, there's a tradition for some from some states or region, will I say. Thank you so much, Miss Blanket. Thank you. For some states, when a bride is married into the home, regardless how old the bride is, every other person she comes in to meet in that family, they are timed to be older than the bride. I don't know if you get me. Or am I taking this too fast and we can actually like go bit by bit? I don't know if I'm taking it too fast, if we can just talk about the initial ones and then gravitate to the the developing stories. I don't know. Welcoming Madoga Uriri. I remember your name is Uriri, but I can't see your full Mado something now, so please pardon me. Now, welcoming Dr. Ezechuko. Oh, thank you so much, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, these are the discussions that I have on ground for today. In some traditional settings, in some families, when you marry into that family, let's say I'm married into Angel's family now, and Angel have siblings that are younger than me. Let's say siblings of the age of 5-year-old, 2-year-old, 3 years old, 4 years old, and I'm married into that family. The family sees those 5 years even down to the least born maybe few months ago, like 3 months old baby. They time those children to be older than me. So when I come into the family, I am supposed to greet them as my elders. Do you get? So, but in these settings, what actually caused issue. Welcome in, my love, Mary. What actually caused issues was the fact that she didn't call one of the children who is actually 10 years old. She didn't call her auntie. Let's say her name is Auntie Mary. And I come into the family, I'm married into the family now, and I call her Mary because I feel like she's way younger than I am. And so the family picked it against me. Okay, thank you. I wanted to meet her. So the family picked it against me that I cannot address her by her name, regardless whether she's 10 years or even 1 month old, as long as she wasn't born when I'm in the family, but was born before I came into the family. I should have called her that respect by addressing her as Auntie Mary instead of just addressing her as Mary. So this causes serious rift between the newly wedded bride and her in-laws. So this was really an hot topic on social medias. So many people were of different takes. So many people were like, yeah, when you're in Rome, you act like the Romans. So if you're married into the family and this is the tradition, you abide by the tradition as long as you love and respect the man. That only a wife who doesn't respect the husband that would not regard the family members. Hence the reason she displayed such an attitude. So I really want to hear her thoughts because I have different opinions as to the subject matter when I was actually getting responses and reading comments from online netizens. So how do they used to call them? So I really want to hear from my co-hosts. What are your thoughts on this? Are these just little things or worthless things that are not supposed to cause such reactions? Or are these things that we see as common but are not really common in the real sense? Thank you guys. Thank you for the gift. Alex, thank you so much. Thank you. So I would like to get our thoughts because I really want to. Sorry, I was trying to type a gift, and I'm seeing Magic Jane on leash. Oh wow, Magic Jane on leash. Let me unleash it and see. Did he actually unleash? I'm not sure he did. So welcome in everyone. The floor is open for everyone to hear their views and opinions. If you want to speak, you can unmute and then let's hear your view. Thank you. Welcome in, Dr. Eze. Welcome in, lovely Mary. And Uri, welcome in. Hey, I hope you guys can still hear me because everywhere is quiet. Have I been talking to myself all along?
No, 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 no. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm still digesting it.
Oh, okay. You're still digesting it. Digest well. Digest well, oh.
You have four chamber stomach that are still digesting it.
No, just one chamber.
One chamber.
It's strong HCO.
So I want to hear our views, please. Especially in regards to the person who actually called off the wedding ceremony that was just few months ago because the bride refused to had or enlist his own sibling as one of the bridesmaids.
No. Okay, so on that one, on that first one,
Yeah.
I think different people have different ways they behave. They have different things that different desires and different triggers. So I think on that one, it's hard to have an objective opinion on what should have been done, what was the right thing to do. For example, now let's imagine that your husband and his sister, maybe his sister has a history of being left out of stuff, and he wanted her to be intimately part of the wedding ceremony or intimately part of some of the wedding engagements or some of the things in the wedding. So I was like, okay, you will look so good. You will look like a very, very important addition to the. You will look so good as a member of the bridal train, and that's you will like stand out and things. That would be so nice and lovely, just to involve his sister, then maybe she now feels she on her own side. Normally, it shouldn't. I don't think it should be a problem. But then maybe she on her own side, she's just like, no, it's reserved for just my friends. I've known these people for all my life. How can you just come and listen? But how can you just come and because she's your sister or something like that? But then it's something that he feels very deeply about because so it starts becoming like a clash of conflicts and desires and perhaps but maybe nobody's really wrong. But then it's just there's no right way or wrong way, but maybe they should have been more sensitive or talked about it better. Well, is it grounds for calling up the engagement?
Is
I
it?
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. So what was the second one?
Okay. God abeg has we say both of them are wrong. God abeg. Would you like to tell us why you feel both of them are wrong? So Alex, you hold on. Let's conclude on this one before we move to the second one. But the second one has to do with the supposed guy that was about engaging his girlfriend. So he had to go introduce them to the family member first. So that was the second one actually. Yes, God abeg. He said both of them are wrong. The clothes matter. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Please, sorry, come again with the two instance. I can't really place my head on two instance.
Okay. Welcome in. So the discussion on grant, we are talking about cancelled engagements and so many reasons that some of us find as petty reasons why most engagements or weddings have been called off. One of them is what Alex just spoke about, the situation where the wedding was just like few months to the wedding. The groom called off the wedding because the wife to be, the bride to be, refused to enlist his own sister, that's the groom's sister, amongst her bridesmaids. So he insisted that his sister, his younger sister, must be enlisted amongst her bridesmaids. And the bride to be said, no, these are just for my friends. Just like Alex has said, these are my friends. Your sister was never my friend. So I see no reason why she should be in my bridesmaids team. So they went on back and forth, and the guy was like, if this one thing I'm asking for, amongst every other thing, just this, and you cannot um, do the honors of accepting it, he called off the wedding. And the lady was like, I'm fine, if you want to go, you can go. So many people were of different opinions. Some felt like the guy had made a very good choice. If the lady could not at least agree to that, just one, being that for some reasons, a lot of people stated a lot of reasons though. I wanted to hear you guys' reasons. I don't want to give reasons. For those that were supporting the guys, they had their reasons why they were supporting and felt like, oh, it's a good thing. And for some, they felt like, oh, the lady has actually dodged a time bomb. Do you get that? That's not a bad thing. She should not go home and sulk over it or fall into depression, but rather she should celebrate because she has already left one hell of a narcissist husband to be, or maybe a dictative husband to be. That was one of the things. While some of the guys who were of the opinion that the guy is actually correct for his actions, felt like if he is bringing the money, spending everything to get the wedding celebration done, they see no reason why he cannot have an opinion on who is to be on the wife's bride's team and who is not to be. Then the other story that came up while we're still trying to digest the first one is the fact that a young guy who's been dating a lady and felt like, okay, I think this is getting to the stage whereby we should move to the next phrase in our relationship. So he decided to go introduce the lady to his family members. So he took the lady to his family members' home, to his family home rather, sorry about that, to spend some days with the family member just to bond and get to know each other. And report got back that the lady refused to wash the mother's clothes. So this brought a serious argument. And because of this, he is considering calling off the relationship, not moving further with it. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to conclude with the third one. So the third one, this bride is already married, newly married bride into the family. So in some traditional homes here in Nigeria, I don't know how it's done in the Western or Asian world. Um, in some cultures, as a wife that is being married into the family, regardless how old you are, whoever you meet in the family, even a child, even if the child is as young as 5 years, 10 years, they consider them to be older than you. And as a result of that, you should accord them respect while you are in that marriage. So this particular new bride did not call a 10 years old auntie. Rather, she addressed the 10-year-old by her name. So the family members picked it against her that no, you can't address her by her name, regardless whether she's younger than you or not. You have to address her as Auntie Mary, based on you are just joining the family, so you are the youngest. So these are the topics, these are the discussions we have on ground as regards marriages. Um, sorry, excuse me, as regards relationship and cancelled engagements. So this is what we're trying to dissect.
Okay. 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 Good evening, everybody. Um. Well, I love these topics. They are good ones. So, if I should speak on the first one
Okay.
about the guy about to get married and the wife to be refuses the sister of partaking in the bridesmaid team,
Yeah,
if I'm correct.
yeah,
Okay, for me, that shouldn't be an issue
okay,
at the first instance because if you both understand and love each other and understand the roles to play in marriage, it shouldn't be an issue.
okay.
First,
Excuse me, please.
as you are marrying to that family, you know you are going to be part and parcel of that family
Sorry,
at
which
the
one?
first.
Which one are you addressing first?
The first one.
Okay, okay.
So as you are marrying to that family, you know you are going to be part and parcel of that family. So as the lady, you should really, really cop some certain things. Friends shouldn't come first when it comes to anything marriage. Yes, the reason why I said this is that most friends spoil many marriages. Yes, I have had a case scenario of a girl that was telling the fellow girl, leave that guy. That guy is weak. That guy is nothing. She is and that same girl ended up marrying the guy.
Wow,
Now making the other lady to lose the guy
wow.
because they are saying the guy is weak. So you see, so in this kind of scenario, yeah, of course, family spoil marriages too. Yeah, yeah, I understand. That's correct. But as somebody who is coming newly, I guess that this should be a discussion between the husband to be and wife to be and come to a conclusion. It shouldn't even be an argument since there are still bigger tasks ahead.
Yeah,
And it doesn't really end in wedding. That's one simple truth. Although wedding is one big ceremony you do once in a lifetime, but this thing doesn't end in wedding. There are still some events to plan. There are still some child dedication ceremony to plan. There are still births or whatever thing ceremony to plan ahead. So it's not something that should stop a marriage if they are meant for each other. I remember my brother got married newly. That was on this May 10th. You know, when the wife came, came to our house to visit the first time. She saw me. She's a very small girl when compared to my age. She saw me, she greeted me, I greeted her too. I said, wow, see, at least this one get manners. You get ones where go be like, where you go come. You go talk say after that your senior brother. So you go look down on me first as the junior brother. Yes, there are some ladies who are like that. You look down on me as the junior brother, say you're supposed to even they respect her join. But she came in, she calmed down. I told my brother, yes, this is kind of somebody who has respect. In fact, she came, she followed us, she did dinner with us, and she packed all the plates, went to the kitchen and washed it herself. I was like, wow, without even saying anything. She did it. I said, okay, okay. At least she's good to go. You get it's not a must to do it, but at least that's what we call courtesy.
Yeah.
Those small things that matters in marriage. Even if maybe when you get home you start killing your husband, but at least in the presence of your husband's
Family.
family, you behave well. That's one simple truth about life. So for me, the lady is wrong and the guy is wrong too. Although two wrongs cannot make a right. That's a simple truth. So for me on the first one, it shouldn't be an issue. So for them to have a, that means they are not even ready to get married. They're not even ready to get to the institution called marriage. Because if they really do, the marriage will get care leg at the wrong run, and definitely it will crash. It will not last. With this kind of flimsy excuses that even caused the cancellation of engagement. The guy itself, or let's say the guy get money, but for me, it doesn't really make sense that you plan all these things with shared cards and everything. At the end of the day, you cancel because they refuse to include your sister in bridesmaid team, and the wife was at the this is my right, and the wife even get even problem. Your friends and everything that were waiting to see you as the new bride, all this is all the preparation. Then you can say now because say they want to add the husband's sister. She was never my friend. That's nonsense. It doesn't really make sense. At the fact, two of them not even fit each other.
Right.
Better make they go separate ways at this early stage than to get into marriage and it becomes another thing. Then the second one about the clothes you wear to see.
It's not the
Uh,
clothes. It's not clothes. She refused to wash the mother's clothes, the
oh,
boyfriend's mother's clothes. She went there to spend some days with the boyfriend mother. Then the boyfriend mother packed clothes out, waiting to see if she will wash, but she did not wash it. So,
Jesus Christ! Did they bring us dry cleaner? That's the first
so,
question.
so,
Because I'm yet to understand it. See, you see all these things where they will say, "I want to test her. Uh, let me pack all these clothes and for her to wash it." That if my own mother try am, na me go even change am for am. How my wife to be go come? You say you dey pack clothes, she be washing machine. Kukuma, if for Kukuma tell me say make I bring maid for you, so that he go dey normal say na maid wey we dey bring come, na house help wey dey bring come, not be even this thing. So for me it's really God abeg o. For me it shouldn't be anything at all. See, wife to be, everybody have their own respect at a maximum time. Me that is talking, if I bring a wife to be and my mother pack clothes for her, me personally will fall out with my mother 100%, because my wife is not meant to be your maid. It's a lie. She's not a maid. She's my wife, and she's part of me. So you cannot come and tell me, because say she don't wash, I should cancel whatever thing. You are joking. No be you I go marry, now the wife why I go marry. So no be say she go come wash your clothes, then come my own house, then come still wash my clothes as the husband. She not be maid now. She not be washing machine. She's a human being like all of us. And for truth to be told, if they do them to your own daughter, will you be happy? As the own daughter went to visit the man
yeah.
she wants to marry and they brought out clothes for her to wash. It doesn't really make sense. For me, that's my own opinion. I don't know about others. Others have different
Thank you, thank you. That's
opinion.
why we're all here too, and that's why it's open for all to discuss. So you've given your opinion, thank you.
Yes,
Move
that
quickly so others can
that
ask them to share their
okay.
opinion.
That then the third one, he talked about
Hey, Alex, sorry, and I didn't give you opportunity to. you you say all of yours now. Sorry.
okay,
Okay.
Alex, don't worry. I'm finishing now. The third one he talked about sorry, can you just rephrase this thing? Recap the third one.
The third one also, the third one has to do with culture, traditional practice in most traditional homes in Nigeria. So, like I said, I don't know how it's being done in some other African countries, or Asian or European or Western culture how it's being done. But here in Nigeria, some homes they practice this culture of when you meet a younger person in the house, when you're married into a family. I think where I'm from, they do that, but it's not to this extent whereby it's you have to call like a. I don't. Anyways, I think it's done, but maybe because I am not much of practicing that, so I wouldn't know how serious or how severe some families will actually carry out their cultural practices. So in this situation now, if you're married into a home, regardless how old you are, whoever you meet in that home, no matter how young they are considered to be older than you. So, and as such, you must accord them that respect. In my own part of the country where I'm from, there's what we there's what greetings. There's a way you greet, like you have to prostrate, or yes.
Yes,
So
yes. I know. Yeah.
right. So from where I'm from, I think they are of the same belief that you should do that to even the younger child. Let's say now you are married into a family and you meet a 10-year-old. You meet a
Yes.
10-year-old child. You are supposed to prostrate or greet that 10-year-old, address that 10-year-old as though they are quite older than you. So, in this aspect, she did not call a 10-year-old auntie. Rather, she addressed the 10-year-old by her name. Let's say, for instance, I am married into Mary's family, Lovely Mary. And Lovely Mary is 10-year-old. Do you get? And I am
Yes.
married into the family today or maybe a few months ago, but she's been in the fashion, she's been born. So what is done, like in my own part, as long as the child you're meeting in that family has been born before you were married, they are considered to be older than you. So I come in now and I address Mary by name and I say, Mary, please come. Or I say, Mary, good morning, how are you today? And one of the family member picks it up and says, no, you are not to address her by the name Mary, but rather you address her as Auntie Mary. So this is the situation now that escalated and blew up, and the husband was involved. The husband was like, you are disrespectful to my family and all of that. So that's the situation, and threatening to
Okay.
to divorce her or cancel the marriage. So many,
Um.
many
Well. Well, I
issues.
would I would say that these traditions are man-made,
Okay.
and they are not rigid. They are supposed to be flexible. As
Okay.
long as the Nigerian constitution is flexible, those cultures should be flexible too. In the sense that even if they are doing it in the olden days for some reasons best known to them, come on, the custodians of that tradition those days, they are all gone.
Okay.
This is new era,
Thank you guys. Thank you
and
for the wonderful.
adjustments have to be made
Yeah.
in the sense that one, for you to, it's not a bad thing to greet even the person you are older than. But come on, calling auntie and brother to somebody who I am quite older than is even an insult to me as a person. Why? Because it's like giving a heavy crown to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Yes. Why did I say so? As the woman comes, normally the woman supposed to greet, act nice. Yes. That's a nice one. You can even see somebody who is say, hey, good morning, Mary. How are you doing? It's a normal something to do. You give that anti vibes. Do you get? Not the other way around. Not calling her Auntie Mary. Come on, it sounds so stupid and so belittling. I can't even imagine maybe somebody I want to marry and maybe come to see one of my niece who is very much younger than, and we should be like, hey, auntie. Even myself, shame go wear me pajamas self.
Okay.
I swear, like shame go wear me pajama because I won't even believe what I'm even hearing. In fact, when we even got address, I was like, how far are you still with your senses? How can you give this small child this kind of thing? It doesn't really deserve it. So, in as much as it's a cultural something and this thing, for me, it has to be cut off. It has to be looked into. One, and it shouldn't even be a case. It shouldn't even bring about cancellation of engagement and marriages. Because these are just flimsy excuses. It's just that maybe the guy has been looking for a way to discard the girl at the initial time. They were not even being compatible
This is
for
a
me.
new marriage.
Yeah, even if even in marriage, there's some people that are not compatible, but they got married. And because of one thing or the other, maybe say the guy is the kind of person who looked at the girl's physique and he got attracted. He got married to the girl. The long run, he was not. It was the thing he expected. He was not seeing it. He was seeing a different thing altogether. So and he can use that thing as an excuse. I've seen a marriage that when the guy was very poor, the girl used to pour him hot water. But when he went to where the girl used to make hair, the girl will pour him hot water. At a point, the guy was playing local grassroots football. And at a point, he got to international level. He got a connection that took him outside to Turkey. He played in Turkey. From Turkey, he played in Israel. So he got rich and came back.
With what
And,
skin?
yeah,
After all the hot water.
yeah. After all the hot water,
How did his skin survive?
well, no, the patches were still on his skin. Oh, the patches were still on his skin, but he went for when he was playing football in Turkey. He went to draw tattoo. They just drew tattoo on those areas, so you won't even notice. You people they are crafty, so they want to do tattoo on those areas. You won't even notice. You think that it's a design that he made. So at the point when the guy came back, the guy still came for the same gear. And this thing I'm telling you, it's not like I witnessed it because the girl was living at the back of my compound. Now he came back for the same girl, and the girl sheepishly accepted because now he's now rich, better, and looking cute. In fact, he was every woman's dream to get married to Chikelo. His name is Chikelo, but he played for Rangers International in Enugu before he got to Europe. And now he has a club he's managing in Nigeria here and also playing for Europe in Europe. So when this guy came back with his big cars, the girl accepted sheepishly. You never know that the guy just came back for return leg just to pay her back. The guy went and did the traditional marriage, and the guy did not the girl like. There was a time I went to the guy's house because I know the guy very well. He's my very good friend. I went to his house, so the guy was knocking the girl in the room. So when I came,
I don't
he gave
understand.
me
Knacking.
knocking. Yes,
Is it the
knocking.
knacking that we know? Which kind knacking?
The knocking that the knocking they did in the room. The guy was knocking the girl in the room.
Are you the
So,
head for palo?
yes, now I mean they part of the here because we they play PS game.
Now
So
wow,
I did hear.
the room they're very close to palo.
He dey close to Palo where the guy they knock the girl. After everything, the guy now asked the girl to make food for us. The girl was in the kitchen making food. The guy still went to the kitchen and was playing all over the girl. So at the point, the guy came with an excuse that their blood didn't match. Oh my God. And this girl is a medical practitioner too. She studied medical rehabilitation.
Who is a medical practitioner?
The girl is a medical practitioner. She
No
studied medical
longer a
rehabilitation.
salonist.
Hmm? She studied medical rehabilitation. So later on, the guy now came up with an excuse that their blood didn't match, that he's not canceling the marriage after too many knocking. So I asked the guy, I later called him one that said, Chicken was say, this you do to this girl is a public duty because that traditional marriage, many international Nigerian players came, even Kanwanko came. So I said, this guy said, this you just ended up in disgracing this girl worldwide. Like I don't even understand. He just came with that excuse that their blood didn't match, and the girl was being in shame. He bought a car for the girl, but all those money when he spent didn't even mean anything to her, to him, because the guy was just doing it just to get back at the girl. So I now asked him, why did you do this? He now told me that he was just doing it to get back at the girl.
He
Yeah,
told you this.
he told me yes,
Oh,
not doing it to get back at the girl. I said, Chica, but you went too far. Why
okay.
not just maybe just knock and just go? why did you just escalate everything now? And this girl just living in shame. When you see this girl, she only comes out at night. Doesn't come out in the daytime.
Thank you. Left for me, there's nothing shameful about that. I'll be coming out at 9 for. You married me. You married me in a very traditional way,
Yes.
culturally. There's nothing shameful about that, honestly. Rather, for me, is the guy's loss. It's how far he will go just to humiliate someone. It's none of the girl's problem. Do you get? Only to
Yes.
you that knows about the story, and even if he goes to tell you people the story, it's his problem. Are you so sure that what he's telling you is the truth? Do you
Well,
get?
I'm
That
not
is
sure,
just
Sam.
something nice to me. It's so hard. It's so cost effective for me, honestly. Mm-hmm.
Well, the money where he spent not even really matter to him because it was all like change, according to him, which is true.
Okay.
He
Okay.
has it. So for me, all those things not supposed to be issue for marriage. So that person has been looking for a way to get the girl or the guy out from his life. That's what I believe. So Alex, so you can say your own. Sorry, I took your time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eze. So,
Go on, let
Alex,
me
if
go
you
on.
have something to chip in again before I just say something
No,
like.
let it go on. Let him marinate.
Okay, let it go round. Okay. Thank you. Uriri, you wanted to say something, or you just wanted to be clear on what the topic of discourse is on, right?
Yeah, I actually would. First of all, let me greet the house. Good evening, everyone, from
Good
my
evening,
end. I
Mr.
don't know
Welcome in.
what the time is in your own end.
Oh, my love.
Well, the
Yes, please.
so on the topic that's on ground,
Okay.
I'm going to say three things. Please, you don't mind me. I'm a pastor, so I like to use scripture.
Okay.
So I can't talk without the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to use um, three scriptural references to give my own say about the matter on ground. So, we as pastors, we get to see it. We see a lot. We hear so much almost every day, and we give counseling, both spiritual, non-spiritual, and all that.
Okay.
So our own understanding may be different. So I'll just give three. First of all, number one, the Bible says that let a man who wants to go on a journey, let him count his cost. Let him count his cost. So it's very important that everyone who wants to venture on a journey must count his cost. Marriage is such that one of the end points of marriage is understanding. And understanding is like in economics what we call equilibrium, when someone gets to a point we call the middle point. Yeah. Um, so for the three narrative that you have given,
Yeah.
I feel like it's an assumption that we think that when someone is trying to count his costs, he should get into understanding. For marriage, it's such that, like the first narrative, the man wants the woman to put the sister in the among our ladies. So
Yes.
a layman will say that for understanding's sake, the woman should just understand, but it's not really like that every time.
Okay.
Both the man and the woman are counting their costs, and until the day they say I do, they are still counting their costs. And one of the things that makes up a person counting his cost to say, okay, this is something I want to do forever. This is something I don't want to do forever. In economics, we call it a probability for not. So there is not for, there is for. So the lady can either agree or disagree. The man can either agree or disagree, depending on the cost, the weight of the cost. So this lady now, we don't know what made up the lady till the point she is. Let's assume she is 33 years old, for instance. I don't know how old she is. We don't know what made up her experience, her growth stage. What is the environment she grew under? Her father, her mother, the stories she heard.
Excuse
You
me.
know, what makes up this particular girl? In the same vein, we don't know what makes up the guy. What makes up, his experience. How does he see life? How does the lady see life? It will amaze you some of the things you feel someone should understand. The person really can't understand. Why? Because of the experience that the person have had in growing. Something I can take may not be something the lady can take because of experience, how the person grow, what is the formation of the person's growth and growing. So it may be that to that particular lady, a man telling me what to do may be a problem to her at that stage. The truth is that it may not always be like that when she get married. It may not always be like that. But at this point, our understanding right now is that a man should not tell me, to put his sister on my bridal tree. That's our understanding as at that point. The truth is that there are men who will understand the lady and still live with her like that. In the same vein, there are women who will understand and just put the sister in the bridal tree. For these two people not to agree means that they have counted their costs and see that this will not amount to a good end. So let me break out, which is what the Bible says. Let a man who wants to go on a journey, let him count his costs. So in the process of counting the cost, one can decide to say, I'm no longer going to go on this journey because I feel that because of this, I can no longer go on the journey. It's our mentality that the person should just understand now, this person is wrong now, that person is not wrong. What you think the person should be wrong, in the person's world, the person can be right. It's in my world that the person can be wrong. But in that person's world, in his growing stage, in the whole of the formation of that person's system, the person may be standing on his own righteousness. However, marriage has a way of making somebody, remaking somebody. If they come together, they can relearn. The girl can meet another man who can say, I would love my sister to be a part of your bridal train. And the lady say, no, this how it should be, this how it should be. The man understands and say, for peace to reign. Because the end point of marriage is peace. Let me use this instance for a business, for instance. The Bible says that let a man manages his home. In fact, the Bible says a man who cannot manage his household is worse than an infidel. So you see this, part of management in a business is both the internal variables and the external variables. So a man should be able to manage both the internal variables, that's the things that are inside the marriage, and things that are outside the marriage, which include his relative, the friends of the bride and all that. Those are external variables. The man should be able to manage both internal and external. If not, understanding will be void. So you see, in this system now, they'll not be able to manage family and friends. You see, the woman is standing on her friends being the bridal tree, and the man is standing on the sister. You see, the management among the man and the woman is still having issues. And so they cannot achieve understanding because they have counted their costs and see that we cannot amount to, what's the word now? We are not going anywhere. The second thing I want to say, remember I said 3. The second thing I want to say is that in the Bible, marriage is created to give us an understanding of Jesus and the church. So the way the husband and the wife is such that Jesus and the church is also. So You will hear when Paul was teaching about marriage, he would say, husband, love your wife as Christ. You see that? And the Bible will speak to the wife, he will say, submit to your husband as the church. You see that? And when the Bible was speaking about love, it said, a new commandment I give you, love your neighbor as Christ loved the church. So if you want to find out how the husband should live to the wife and how the wife to live to the husband, you need to investigate Christ and the church. Now, having said this, we will now have to look at the character of Christ in this matter we're talking about now. Christ, who is like the husband to the church, had to go through some sacrifice. Look at this now. He gave the church some very serious laws. He says, Moses' law says, if you commit the act of fornication, abortion, or adultery, you have committed the act. Then Christ now said, if you think about it in your mind, you have committed the act already. So it looks like as if Jesus is worsening the matter. But after he died and resurrected, he gave grace. He now made it easy for the wife to love him. You see that? Jesus made it easy for the church to love him. He gave his spirit, he gave grace, grace that was not there before. So you see this, it is a responsibility of the husband to help the wife to love him. It is the responsibility of the wife to help the husband to love her. They are working as a team. So they are working as a team to help each other to love themselves. I don't know if you understand that. So you see, I expected that in the place of the second narrative you gave about watching the mother's clothes also.
Yeah.
The question is, are there women who exist that will wash that clothes? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Are there women who exist that will wash the clothes? Yes, they are. Are there women who will who let's say the sibling of the husband is younger than you? You just greet the person. Are there women who will greet that person for peace to reign? Yes, they are. However, like the doctor has said, the husband also has a role to play. He has a role to play in making the woman see that this is not a punishment. We are together in this. He has a role to play in allowing the family to see and say, my wife is not, it's not a clothes washer. The husband has a role to play. For the husband to not play that role means that there's already a challenge already. So you see, it's like the first point I gave. They are still counting their costs and saying that this will be a problem later. So it's better we break it. And they said a broken engagement is better than a broken marriage.
Yeah.
So you see that. But it's like Jesus who made sacrifices so that the church will no longer follow the law of Moses. The soul that sinneth shall die. But now the soul that sinneth, there is grace for him to repent. You see that? The husband has a role to play in making the wife, because the wife is not just married to the husband, it's married to the family. The husband is not just married to the wife, it's married to her family. Okay. So, but both of them working as a team help themselves to love themselves and to live in the families that they are coming into.
Okay.
The third point I want to talk about is understanding. Okay. The third point I want to talk about is understanding. Okay. You see, understanding is such that the husband and wife must know that they are a team. They are a team. When they say the wife should wash the husband, if I was the husband and I really want to marry that, you see that mother clothes, two of us go wash them. We'll sit together and wash it together. Because there are some mothers that are very funny. You really think that you can win some mothers. You have not met my mother. You cannot win my mother. You just have to do what she's saying for peace to reign. I and my wife will sit there. You see not your clothes. We wash it together for peace to reign. If it's for the greeting, I don't know. Africans, we are very traditional and very funny. To me, I don't know about another person. If I was a lady, for instance, if I greet a smaller person, I don't understand. It does not take. There's a way There's a way you will grow in life and have money in your account. Some things will not be problems again. Like, you know that you can buy this person's destiny and buy everything. You just greet the person and go. There's nothing there. Is it not greeting? You just not greet somebody. However, there are people who in their formation and their growing stage, that is a problem. For me to greet my younger person because of how they grow, because of what happened while they were growing in their own culture or something like that, that can be a problem. However, it still goes back to the first point I was saying. You count your cost and see that this will be a problem. In fact, the first thing, one of my pastors will say that one of the first criteria for you to marry a man or to marry a woman, first of all, find out the things that are the problems. If they are the problems and you ask yourself, I can live with this, go ahead with the marriage. But if you find out this problem and say, I cannot live with this, you have counted your cost and see that this is not something I can venture on. And because that cost is something that will be of disadvantage to you, you understand? You step back. There are millions of people in this world that you can get married. There are people who will do those things that the lady could not do and the man could not do. Prayerfully, they will find a husband. This is just my point, my own submission to the matter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madu Uriri. Thank you. I need to get your full name. Madu Uriri. I got it. So thank you so much. Is there anyone else that has a son? Jesus Christ. Really? And I was thinking I did good, though. Please, can you pronounce the name well? Let me know if I got it correctly. I said Madugwe Muriri.
It's okay. I've heard words.
But
I've heard things in my life.
Sorry, how is it pronounced? Please.
Are you sure you really want to learn how to pronounce my name?
Yeah, Madu.
We listen, we don't judge.
Okay, the real pronunciation is actually Madogwe.
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 That the real pronunciation is Madogwe.
Okay.
Madogwe.
It's an Okpe name.
Sorry?
It's an Okpe name from Umiagwa.
So, Beke, you see, it's not an Igbo name.
So how do you translate that to Western English?
Please tell us so that we will not go and bite our tongue.
It's not translatable.
It's not a translatable
Which one is more easy for us? Which one is more easy for us to go? Please, let's not go and bite our tongue.
Okay, the challenge is that Madogwe is my great-grandfather's name.
Hey.
So my father is my father's name is Dixon. My father's father, that's my grandfather, is Ebireri. My great-grandfather is Akemu. My great-great-grandfather is Madogwe.
Hey.
So, see, I thought you were going to say Matthew for the Western culture.
No,
so meaning you came from your ancestral lineage.
They are very good at answering their great-grandparents' name. I don't know why. Anyways, and thank you so much for
my own
contribution.
Own name is Uriri. My own name is Uriri. The original pronunciation is Uriri. Uriri. But you can call me Uriri.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Uriri, what does it mean?
We are not calling Uriri.
It's okay. We will come
Yes,
back.
my name is Uriri Ogene. It means Uriri Ogene means the glory of God. Uriri is glory.
Okay. Uriri Ogene, glory of God. Okay, I don't learn this one though.
Uriri Ogene.
Thank you so much, Madogwe Uriri. Madogwe. I don't forget
Thank you.
God, I beg. Thank you so much. Anyways, that was a very nice contribution. I don't know if anyone else has something to say because in all of this, I actually have mine on, especially in the aspect where they were talking, where Dr. Eze talked about the brother's wife that wasn't the wife yet, as a them that came visiting and they had family dinner and packed the plate. Me, I don't say that kind. I don't say that kind test, honestly. Except I won't pretend. And there was a time I have failed that test completely, and it was done intentionally. So there was this time, there was this ex of mine. So we went to the aunt's place. I was still in school then, and the aunt's place was very close to my school then. So after school day time, exam and all, he took me to the aunt's place. So we're there. The younger brother came. When the younger brother came, after we ate, I served the dish and all of that. After eating, I noticed that he left his plate. When he came, he's already giving those, all those faces of, I want to study this one well. I want to know whether my wife material. I want to put her to test. Do you get? And me, I'm already like, I was not going to let my guards down. I felt like if you come to test me, I go fail well to let you know, say, I'm not working based on your tests. So I want to work based on your brother's wish. If he wants me the way I am, he has known me the way I am and decided to be with me. So if you are coming as a small boy that wants to come and test me, I go fail and proper. After eating, I carried my own plate, JJ, I went to drop in the kitchen. Came back, crossed my leg, and concentrated on the TV. This guy was looking at me like, that kind of straight gaze. His gaze was focused on me, like, girl, can't you see my plate here? And I pretended to be watching the TV, focused as well, but my side eyes was watching. If he could enter me, like what he told this, he would have. But I was intentionally doing that because I want to see his reaction. I want to hear him say the word, pick my plates, so that I could lash out. Do you get it? Was intentional. So I felt like some of us were of that attitude also. Like when you know that somebody is really trying to test you because what is in the dish? You just finished eating. What is in your dish? You cannot pick up and go drop. I hope this call is not disturbing my. Can you guys still hear me?
You now.
Yes. Yes, we hear you.
There's a call coming, and I was hoping it's not disturbing the live stream. So I was like, in my head, I'm just waiting for him to say that word to me, and I'll let him know that what happened to your hands or your legs that you can't walk to the kitchen after eating. I brought the food, you still expect me to take. Do you get that? Was my mindset as a then. I felt like this is trouble coming, and me, I was already like double ready for the trouble. Do you get? So I just sat there looking. It was staring. It wasn't, as in his gaze wasn't leaving my side at all. I think the brother noticed the atmosphere and he instructed the boy to pick up the plates and go drop. And in my head, I'm like, good. Do you get? So in this situation, I'm coming in and you want to test me with just things that I feel like they're just petty things. That's not the way to test me if I will be a good wife to you or your family members. No. If you come to me with love, I will approach you with even more love. That's how I felt that marriage and relationships should be. Not you coming with one kind of a test or the other. Do you get? I felt like it's not necessary. We are not going into an examination hall. It's not a school that you want to start testing my writing abilities or cooking ability or washing abilities. Do you get? So I'm not gonna be okay. Let me not even use the word I'm not gonna be married to you, because definitely yes, I'll be married to you, not just your brother alone, but you and your family, other family members. But then again, we are not going to be in each other's face 247. So I feel like some family members should accord the respect the incoming bride deserves. Not you wanting to be in their faces or wanting to test them based on how their humility or how of an humble person or how of an hardworking person they can be. Do you get? So I felt for me that was a no-no. I don't know now how I would have reacted, but then that was how I had reacted. So when it comes to the issue of washing, according to her, the story, the lady stated the story. The mother, as if maybe I was washing my own clothes, and the mother brought her clothes to, okay, please help me wash mine as well. I see no issues. Do you get? I probably would have washed. I would have washed the clothes. Do you get? But if maybe I just came in, I came to bond with you people to know you guys, and you're calling me, come wash my clothes. Your daughters are there. Before I came in, who was washing the clothes for you? Do you get? I'll feel some type of way, but because of the kind of person I am, I don't think I might outrightly turn her down or say, no, I'm not washing. I might wash the clothes, depending on how much it is. You might need to wash them. Do you get? So maybe at the end of the day, they will tag me lazy. They will say, this one is slow. I gave her 50 pieces of clothes or 20, and she took 2 days to finish it because I might wash one batch today and carry the next batch over to the next day. Do you get? I might keep carrying them over to the day days that I'll be with you people are over. I pick my load and run. Do you get? But still, just like you've mentioned, different folks and different ways of approaching issues. Washing the mother clothes, for me, might not be a big thing. It might not be a big thing for me. It's something I could have done. But since the lady didn't do it, and the guy, who is not even married to the lady yet, find it as an issue to pick out of the things that has happened during our stay with the family. I feel like he's already looking for a means to terminate the relationship and was just pretending. Do you get? Because if my wife to be or my girlfriend had come to spend time with family members and she didn't get to wash my mother's clothes when I have younger siblings, they all must have been there. I will ask my mom before she came. Sorry about that, Angel. Thank you for meeting. I'll ask my mom, before she came, who's been doing the laundry for you? How were you managing the laundry? Like, if there's no washing machine in the house, yes, there are people that have been doing that. Have you been outsourcing this, like giving it to the laundry man? Or has it been my younger ones that has been doing this for you? And since they're very much available, why didn't you ask them to do it? It's something I could have apologized on behalf of my girlfriend to my mom, caution my girlfriend to be like, okay, even if it's something you don't like doing or you don't know how to do, try. Let them know that you tried. But calling the relationship off straight up, I felt like he was just looking for an excuse and might have been a premeditated way of sending the lady away. Maybe the lady has been like, okay, we've been dating for long, where is this heading to? And he must have arranged with the family members, okay, oh, I'm bringing one girl waist on my neck, just to make her feel like, yes, my relationship is getting somewhere. Please, when she comes, give her tasks that I know she will not be able to carry out, so that I can just use that to push her away from me. Do you get? So I felt like it's a premeditated situation between the guy and the parent, because I don't see anything too big of an issue that will warrant him to say this is the reason why I'm calling off the relationship. Then my own aspect when it comes to the issue of greeting, like I mentioned, it's been practiced in my own culture where I'm from. Like, but I don't know, I've not heard of any situation where they say you must call the younger one auntie, but I know they say you greet them. Do you get? But I still feel like it depends on the family. and due to civilization, most of us were growing out of these beliefs and these traditional guidelines that were set then by our forefathers. Do you get? So, but for me, even now, I call younger ones aunties playfully. Do you get? I might just see a very small baby that acts very mature, maybe the way they speak or how they talk. And I can say, I call my nephews, I call them uncles. I call them daddy. Do you get? Out of play? So I see, for me, if they are taking that as an issue, I won't even want to even escalate it. I'll be like, is it Auntie Mary? I'm sorry, Auntie Mary, I forgot. My auntie, there's a way you can just make the situation and make it seem as though it's nothing, something that we are trying to make big. So I really don't know how they must have made it seem, to the extent that they escalated to a point that a marriage, a newly wedded couple, is already seeking for divorce because my younger sibling wasn't called auntie. So it's really funny. Oh, it's funny, and I wanted to see and hear our reactions to it. I will give you my lion. I will give you. Don't worry. God, I beg, I'll give you your lion. Then, as regards the bridesmaid of a thing, I, for one, I feel bridesmaid and groomsmen are meant for the couple's friends. That is why they are called bridesmaids. Do you get? It's my friends. So I felt like if I'm having people on my bridal train, they should be my friends who know me. So maybe on our wedding day, if one of them are being asked to come say something about me, they know exactly what to say because they've known me for years. Do you get? So I am surprised that a man will call off a wedding because the sister wasn't included in the wife's bridal train. It's quite a very, very, will I say, is it trivia? It's not. Or will I say it's petty, just like Shato had said? To me, I find that level of pettiness to be very costly. You've really organized the wedding, planned the wedding, paid for so many things. Just few months, you're calling off the wedding because your sister wasn't. Why is your sister so interested to be in my bride's team? Is your sister if your sister was my friend before now, I don't think there will be an issue or there will be a debate for that. Do you get? Like, but if I'm telling you your sister can be my bride, there are so many roles your sister could play on our wedding day as the groom's sister. So why is she so bent on being on my bride's team? And you, as the man, you are feeling like is compulsory. So if she's not there, there is no marriage. Like, on what levels? What levels were the relationship built on? It's really very, very strange to me. For me, I felt like, yes, the lady has really dodged a bullet because you going ahead to accept that sister in your bridal train, in the marriage, you don't know other things that will come up that will involve the family, and they'll say, if my family is not involved or carried along on this issue or this matter, is a no-no for me. So I felt like there are certain things that should be discussed during courtship, even before thinking of engagement and marriage. So if I don't want your sister in my bridal train, let her look for something else, some other important role that she can play. Sister of the groom is already a very big role. You don't want to dress so demure and compose on the camera as sister of the bride, of the groom, rather. Why do you want to be amongst the bridesmaids that you don't know? Probably this lady has not even met, because I've seen marriages that both parties don't get to meet each other family members until wedding days. Do you get? Some of them don't get to know their all of the family members. It's only on the wedding day they get to see and say, oh, this is my distant cousin, this is my cousin from my father's side, from my mother's side, oh, this is my sister, she's been schooling all the way. Do you get? Maybe they've just been seeing via pictures and all. But you wanting her to be in my band, like, why? What role of what significant importance will it be for her to be included in my bridal train? Is that what will glorify the whole ceremony? Is that what will make the marriage a complete union? So it's really questioning for me. I felt like the man has gone extreme, and if he hadn't made arrangement for all of these things, like as it has been mentioned, I would have said he was um, um, trying to sway away or trying to not continue to be in a relationship with that lady. Do you get so many things that men and women do these days that make me wonder, like, how did you even get to the stage of wanting to marry each other? It means that you don't even know each other so well before now. You don't know each other so well, because if I and my fiance will be arguing about who is on my bride train and who is not, is a joke for me. It's funny. It's really, really funny. So this is what made me feel like, oh, I need to bring this up to my community members. Let's talk about this. Let me hear their views. Maybe, yes, I might be getting it wrong somewhere. Maybe, yes, some people share the same opinion as I do. So that's why I had this discussion brought up today. And so far, so good. You all have done so well. You've elaborately described, digest, and dissect the whole situation. So I don't know what to say more. So thank you so much. I'm trying to like scroll down the comments. I don't know which one is faster, here or the backup. I don't know. Say comes to do, why do people get married? Okay. Like, exactly. Like, are you getting married for your family validation? Are you getting married because you felt like, oh, I'm of age and I should get married? Now people are getting married, I should get married too. I feel like people do that. I've seen so many people that be like, oh, one of my friends is married now, so I should get married too as well. So for so many reasons, people get married. But however it may be, I just pray that if we are doing it, we are doing it for the right purpose and with the right persons. That's just my earnest prayer. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So I don't know if anyone has any other inputs. If we don't, we'll call it a day today. I so much appreciate your presence. Thanks for having you all. Thank you, Godabeg, Clara Pido, Alex, Angel, Beke, Shato, Dr. Eze, Madogwe, sorry, Uriri. Let me just stick to Uriri because I think I've forgotten how to pronounce it. Madogwe. And love you, Mary, and everyone who's been engaging in the comment section. Thank you for your gifts, your contributions, and all of that. I really appreciate. Oh, thank you so much, Shato. Thank you. I didn't see that. My head was bent, so I didn't get to see that. But I guess the effect is very beautiful. Thank you all so much. I appreciate. I'd like to do this with you guys next week. We are still begging on Claire to come share his knowledge. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shato. I love the ways. Thank you. So, I don't know when Claire Rapido will honor us and do us, he gave us one of his, okay, he's sending back a request. I thought you were running away. So, Claire Rapido, we're still waiting on you. Please, to do us the honors by sharing your wealth of knowledge with us. But if it's not, at the same time next week, we have more juicy topic for us to dissect here. So thank you guys so much.
Hello.
Yep, Claire. Thank you, Shouto. Yes, Claire, I heard your mic turned on now. You want to say something? Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
I would have loved to say something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we still have like up to 20 more minutes. No, less than 20 minutes to go. 15 more minutes. So yes, if you
Okay,
can.
I think I would just say some few things.
Congratulations, Angel. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming in late. I was battling with my network and I was still on the road then.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you got to hear most part of what we were discussing about.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll speak to the topic regarding cancelled engagements.
Yeah.
Particularly the first one you mentioned.
Okay.
One thing I want us to understand is that no relationship or no marriage, or let me not say no, let me say most relationships, they don't fail because people just made mistake. And if you look at that relationship, I will assume that it is both of them that is actually dodging a time bomb.
Okay.
Why? Because we don't really know what happened. We are just
Okay.
looking at that event that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
Because if you have monitored your relationships, how you have related with people, particularly a love life relationship or marriage, they don't break because somebody just did something wrong. They actually break on the basis of that, on the basis that this person has refused to change. Not because the person did a particular thing. It's actually an attitude problem. So I will actually applaud them because they actually did the right thing.
Okay. Both of them?
Both of them, if you look at that event, it might sound petty from the surface.
Okay.
But by the time you actually think about it, when somebody does anything, the first thing that comes to my mind is, why did this person do this thing?
Yeah.
The reason matters a lot. And it is that reason I'll base my decision on. Because, okay, let's say the groom wants the bride to be to have his sister's name on the list.
Okay.
And probably she said, all right, no problem.
Okay.
Then on that day, his sister was refused. Probably she did not discuss it with him as to, look at the reason. Then both of them will communicate well and decide on what is best for them. The man can assume that, for you to have done this thing without telling me, is actually a form of disrespect. From there, he can start thinking that, for you to do this thing, because when it comes to red flags, you don't just see them grow, they are seed. Once you sight the seed, you know whether you like it or not, this seed will grow to become a tree. Because it can move from there where you will say something and the person will do the opposite. So even if it is on the wedding day, there are certain things that can happen that you will gladly call off the wedding.
Even on the wedding day?
Even on the wedding day.
Wow.
There are certain things that can happen. Because as a matter of fact, I've experienced a guy. He told the lady not to do a particular thing. Then, of course, they had already discussed it. That I don't like this thing. Don't do it. Then they argued about it. Till on their wedding day, the lady did it.
Oh, okay. They've had a discussion about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And on that day, the lady did it also. So he called off the wedding.
Okay.
He called off the wedding.
Okay.
Because there are times when we are trying to understand a relationship. I like the way Mandogwe, I don't know if I got that name pronounced well. I like the way he introduced Christianity into the teachings that he gave when he talked about Christ and the church. Because whether we like it or not, once we take relationship outside Christ and the church, we are just on our own. We are practicing what we know nothing about. Because God is the head of Christ, and Christ is the head of the husband, and the husband is the head of the wife. If Christ cannot tell the church something, and the church will be doing another thing. Now, the church cannot tell Christ, this is what to do and this is what not to do. It doesn't mean that they cannot communicate. It's just because we have decided to be practicing relationship according to us, according to our understanding. We are practicing what we did not invent. Instead of us to look at the manual and apply it and have a wonderful life, but no, we are looking at influences from different angles. But what we don't realize is that the devil is actually interested in attacking relationships and attacking marriages. Because that event, it might look very petty, it might look very small, but by the time you actually think about it deeply, you will realize that, okay, why would I just told her something, do this thing, and she did the opposite. Did she communicate it with him? And the last time I checked, there's no specific number of bridesmaids. You can have 10, you can have 20, you can have 50, you can have any number of bridesmaids that you want to have. So why would she just exclude her? Why didn't they have that discussion before? So there are a lot that I don't understand, or that we don't understand, that has happened before. It's possible something like that has happened before, something like that has happened before, then they will not realize that, no, I can't take this anymore. Because if you still come to relationship, before somebody will ever become your ex, that person will do a particular thing, you will correct the person. Person will do it again, you correct the person. Then it will not be an attitude problem. Now the person has refused to learn. And you have made up your mind that, no, I can't deal with this. I can't live with this. Then at any point in time you make that decision is best for both of you. Because that person having that attitude is going to turn you into somebody that you are not, or somebody that you don't want to be. So something very simple, if you look at the underlying meaning as to why it was done, then the person can take caution and decide what's best for them. Now, regarding the washing, I won't really say much about that. For example, even a lady, if you walk into any home and you see an elderly person washing their clothes, naturally some will offer to help. And if peradventure somebody sends you on errands that you don't like, my own advice regarding that errand that I used to tell people is that if any of my family member sends you a message that you are not comfortable with, use me as an excuse. Tell them that you want to go and take permission from me before you do that thing. Hello, I don't know if you can still hear me.
Sorry about that. Yes, I can hear you clearly. I was just trying to follow an instruction on the comment section.
Okay.
But I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, I will always advise somebody that is in my life that, okay, if any of my family members send you on an errand that you don't understand, that you don't like, use me as an excuse by telling them, let me go and take permission from me to know whether to do it or not to do it. So that whatever your reaction will be, if at anybody is going to hate you, the hatred will not go to you. The blame will come to me.
Okay.
Then I can address the issue and say, okay, no. I told her not to do that. I did this one. But outrightly saying no is also a sign of disrespecting me. There are things you will just do, even if you don't like them. Then you now have to tell the man, look at what happened. Then you watch the person's reaction, if he is going to protect your interest. Because if, as a man, I walk into my lady's home, probably their family house, and the mother or the dad says something that I don't like, because of the respect I have for her, there are certain things I will not do, there are certain things I will not say. I'll be waiting for her to attack them. You understand? So, regarding that, I really don't have much to say about that. Because,
Okay.
no, let me not say much about that. So let me stop there.
Okay, thank you so much. Clara, Peter, I always look forward to your comments and contribution. So thank you so much for that. Thank you everyone that has done justice by giving their honest opinion, and it still boils down to mutual understanding between both parties, which I agree with. Sorry, Angel, you have about 16K taps. That's what I saw. Sorry, I had to just say that now before I forget. I wanted to type it, but it's taking too much time to do so. So honestly, I'm really very grateful for your candid comments, suggestions, opinions, and contributions so far. It really makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much. So thank you all. Thank you for the gift. So with this, we'll be calling it a day today. I am very much grateful and hope to do this same time with you guys next week. And once again, I want to apologize for the long break for this. I went on a sabbatical leave so that I can be refreshed and revived. But it wasn't a planned one, actually. Nigerian network system forced me into it. But anyways, it's a good thing, and I'm back. I'll plan and look out for better ways to manage it next time, so I don't go on for you guys. Angel, you want to say something? Okay. Okay. So thank you guys. I love you so much. I appreciate you all. And I can't wait to see you all next week again. I say bye-bye.
We appreciate you, Hinex. A nice topic.
Thank you so much,
Sorry, darling.
Santo.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
topic. Thank you. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Lovely to
okay,
hear you. I've
thanks.
not
All
heard your
right.
voice
Goodbye.
since.
Goodbye to everyone.
Are you
Inex.